as like, right, but
Avarice
they
is like
want
the materialistic thing.
Yeah,
Avarice is
either
more like a
want-
hoarding type of thing.
Right, they want everything without the attachment, I
Yeah.
guess,
Right.
like,
I can
Without
see
that emotion.
right.
Okay, so this is,
Yeah.
so this is without the emotion. So they want clarity, and it's without emotion. And this is also, like James was saying before, tell me as it is without the emotion.
You see it through and through.
So fives want clarity before making decisions, want rational action, so very mental, want to avoid an excess of emotion and turmoil while allowing for expression of feelings, want private time.
Yeah.
In grieving, type fives need to do their best to stay engaged and open-hearted, allow feelings, receive the support and care from others. That's difficult, to
Yeah.
allow others to care for them. Be at peace with not knowing. And show the value of the inner knowing that life goes on. Will we post this one on the class?
Sure.
Type 6, the loyalist. What was type 6 one?
Be with family.
Okay, be with family, be with those that are loyal.
Well,
It's really those people that are close to them. Yeah,
Yeah, these are the ones that don't leave the bedside.
right. These are the loyalties.
You have to force them to go shower, you have to force them to go to sleep, you have to force them to go home, you
Yeah.
have to force them to do.
There's office, there's, what is that called? Not office hours. Visiting hours, so that
Don't
those.
exist to them.
Right.
No.
Don't even
Naturally,
apply.
at times of distress, 6 want to make life certain, often through loyalty. They want reassurance about the future. They want to determine what the worst-case scenario could be.
Mhm.
They want to take a definitive problem-solving approach and want directedness, clarity, and forthrightness from others. In grieving, 6 needs to sustain or reclaim faith in self and the universe, realize that love and life can endure and flourish, move forward into life with all its uncertainties, and inspire others in the beauty of faith and courage. Adventure, the enthusiast. One word, where's our Tanisha?
Oh,
It's Tanisha's favorite word.
oh wait.
Starts with a V.
Valley?
No, variety.
Variety.
They want variety of options. They want to know that there's options.
She wrote something on Facebook yesterday
Uh-huh.
that had me laughing, and I wrote something to her back. She wrote, "Why do people come to me about relationship problems? Because I've been single since the day I was born." And I was like, so I told her about my issue with my ex-boyfriend, and she's like, "Why did he leave you stranded?" I was like, "I don't know, because he's weird like that." But
Yeah, maybe he wanted to explore. He wanted options, I don't know.
Exactly.
That's the things that we ask. At times of distress, 7 want to explore the range of options, want to focus on the big picture, avoid too much detail. I definitely have this. Want a moderate amount of structure and authority, want decisions to be made quickly, yet have some time to express feelings.
Yeah.
In grieving, type 7s need to be more present and steady in the moment. This is so me. Allow their hearts to open to themselves and others. Welcome in the natural pain, sadness of grief. Just practice presence to what is and sustain their great optimism. So yesterday I went to the oncologist and I have to make this decision about taking this medication for 10 years. And I'm just in this hurry to make a decision. And I can't. I have to sit there, I have to go to other doctors, I have to talk to other people, I have to do some research, I have to weigh my options. I have to just sit with it and make an informed decision. But I kind of just want to be like, okay, move on with it, be done, I'm never gonna get cancer again, the optimistic sort of, that part of myself that's just, which is quite immature, I might add. It's very childlike, that's something very childlike about this, that type. So you have to kind of weigh your options and see what's available. What about type 8, the challenger? And we're looking at lust and innocence.
Francis, the doctor.
Well, I'll call him
Okay.
back. Yeah, I gotta talk to him.
You want to act like it never happened.
Okay, you might want to ignore,
That is
and then
not-
what's the opposite? If you want to ignore and pretend it never happened,
Be there.
the opposite
Yeah.
is that control.
Present.
So absolutely. So at times of distress and loss, 8s want to take control, want to be direct in getting to the decisions, get started, move through the process. They want to show their strength, take action, go. They need to allow for their own vulnerability. They need to show sadness. This is not a weakness. They need to show kindness towards self. They need to not be self-battering. Practice a beginner's mind of innocence. So the beginner's mind is like a Buddhist concept where you are sort of watching your emotions, you're watching your thoughts, and you're trying to just, let them go. And use the innocence of the situation to have some positive. And what about the peacemaker? What does the peacemaker need? Peacemaker's similar to helper. The peacemakers want all-inclusive, is going to want everyone's input to the situation. Non-confrontational, who wants to hear what others have to say so that everybody is heard. So when you're dealing with people that are grieving, you're working with these different personality styles. You can hear what they need, and then you can help them in terms of their grieving, in terms of these personality styles. It's just another way of identifying. Because if you're going to deal with someone who's a reformer or an individualist, and you're treating them like a helper or a peacemaker, it's very different,
It goes against.
It goes against, and if they want to be in control and you're kind of saying sit back, it doesn't mean that they won't benefit from sitting back, but you might want to give them some directive. And even if it's reading an article, even if it's giving them a directive of making a phone call, or having a conversation with a family member, or setting up, the casket, or call ahead to find out, how much flowers cost, things like that. That will help them feel that they're participating in, if it's a death or whatnot. Same goes with a breakup, same goes with, whatever grief they're going through. So it's just another way of kind of identifying a grief pattern. Any questions? Okay. So we have Miss